Hello everyone, what's up TGL Nation? In this video, I'm going to guide you through some pretty simple steps on how to set up Real Racing 3 for your PC or laptop using files produced by the Project Armageddon preservation effort. Now I don't want to repeat myself too much from the Android setup guide video, which if you need to see that will be on the channel as well. But I mentioned in that video how this is an entirely new process. There's no APK, there's no data file. This is an entirely new way of setting up and playing a mobile game. Hence, why this video is so important. And while the process is entirely new, I believe the process is quite simple. In fact, I believe it's even easier than the Android setup guide. And that simple process starts right here on the Internet Archive. Every version of Real Racing 3 will get its own page on the Internet Archive. For this example, I'm using version 1.1.7. Scrolling down just a little bit, we'll see the Downloads Options box just there to the right. You'll see a section there that says Zip. We want to download a zip file, so we'll click on that, open it up. Inside there, you'll see options for archived media, a couple of Android versions, but most importantly for this video, a PC game file. So just a quick click on that and the download will automatically start. Now in this case, I already have the data file myself, so I don't need to download it. I'm going to cancel it. When the download is complete, that zip file will be found in your downloads folder. Now, of course, this is a zip file and we'll need to extract it. So a quick right click of the mouse and extract all option. Now you can decide wherever you want to extract this file to. And in this example here, I'm going to extract it to an external storage device. I prefer, doing that just keeps less space used up on my computer. We're going to fast forward the extraction process as that took a little bit of time. And now I'm going to jump to where I extracted that file to. And we open it up. We're going to find 4 files. A text file, which has all the guide instructions that this video you're currently watching has. The PC game file, which is pretty self-explanatory. That's the important bit, that's the game. And then 2 Nox player named files. One of them has a DMG extension, the other has an EXE extension. Obviously the EXE file is for Windows devices, the DMG file is for the Apple products like a MacBook or whatever. I don't have a MacBook myself in order to actually show you the process for that. So for this process I'm using the EXE since we're on a Windows computer. So we're just going to right click the Nox player EXE, run it as administrator. Here you see the program starts to boot up. You'll see here there's some options if you wanted to install the program onto a different device or a different storage, a different location on your computer. I'm going to remove the taskbar option but leave the desktop shortcut on before I click the install. And we're going to reject the offers it tries to make here. There's a couple of things, sponsored stuff. We're going to skip a huge chunk of this installation process. I did not encounter any data downloads during this process. I'm not sure if that's maybe because I uninstalled the program and then reinstalled it for this video. If you do, it's got to be less than a gigabyte, I would imagine. One thing, as I wait for this to install, one thing I failed to mention one thing I failed to show in this clip was the fact that it installs 2 programs. One of them is the Nox Player program. The other is the Nox Assist program. The reason why the Nox Assist program is important is because on this screen here, so many people, when I tell them to download Nox Player, when they get to this screen, they just hit the start button and they just go straight to the emulator, and then they're confused as to why it's not working. But that's because you needed to open the Nox Assist app. And from this screen, you can do so by going to the bottom right corner and tapping Import Backed Up Data. So we'll click on that, and that will open up the Knox Assist app. Here you see it pops up. We're going to go to the left side of the screen. You see there's 3 dots. We want that. You see there's 3 option bubbles there. We want the one on the bottom. That's the multi-drive manager. So we'll click on that. And down towards the bottom of the screen, you'll see a button there that says Import. So you'll click that button. And now all you need to do is go find that game file. Now in this case, the File Explorer literally sent me straight to it, but you may have to go to that location and then go find it. But once you have the file, find it, you can go select it, open it, and the Knox Assist app will automatically start to import the file. Again, we're going to skip this whole process as it takes a little bit of time. And we're just waiting for the import success message to appear. That's all we're looking for, and there it is. Import success, click OK. Now you'll see some options appear for that emulation. We're looking for that play button right there, that big old start button. Tap that, click that, and the emulator is going to boot up, and it's going to send you straight to the Android homepage. Okay, now we're on the homepage. You'll see that there's a few icons on screen. We've got something on the left, which is just the miscellaneous stuff that I can't uninstall. Settings and a maze, which is a file app, sort of like Z Achiever. And in the middle, that's the Real Racing 3 Armageddon game icon. So just click that and you're off and you're away, and we are playing Real Racing 3 on a computer in 2026. What do you know? Now obviously, using your mouse, you can use your mouse to interact with the game, but in terms of controls, if you hit the control key and the 1 key at the same time, that will open up an options menu that will allow you to bind keys either on your keyboard or on a controller if you'd rather play that way. As you can see, the save file that was preloaded onto this onto this game file has tons of money, tons of gold, almost every car, no career progression. So a lot of stuff's unlocked, and you can just go drive and play as you feel. So obviously there's a little bit of more fine-tuning if you want assists on or off or something like that. And again, if you need to bind keys to certain actions on a keyboard or a controller, that's something you need to do before you do your first race. The TLDR, I guess, at the end of the video is download file, extract file, install program, import game file. And that's about all there is to it. If you want to have multiple versions of the game stored on your computer, that's totally possible so long as you have the storage space. And you can import a whole bunch of versions if you so desire. But that's pretty much it. That's all the steps you really need to have. But that's pretty much it. That's all the steps you need to get started and get Real Racing 3 up and running on your personal computer or laptop. As I said in the Android setup guide, I feel very strongly about this process, this emulation angle as a means to preserving mobile games down the line. And so I'm treating this project not just like a one-hit wonder, but more of a blueprint, and a blueprint to preserve other games, not just Real Racing 3. But that's it. That's the video. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope everything in the video makes sense. I guess if not, let me know in the comment section what maybe doesn't make sense to you, maybe you need more help with. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Get out there, hit the track, and have some fun.